All right, so welcome back to another edition of Watch Me Swim. So this is interesting, and I changed the quality on the videos here. They don't need to be super duper 4K because this monitor doesn't do it. This doesn't do it. It's fine. It's still 60 frames a second. So let's see the first one. I did a paddle pull thing. I didn't have a pool buoy because I never do that. It's kind of fun to just race through the water. And so let's see what happens here. Let's write it down because I don't know what it is. I don't even look at the clock anymore. I don't even try to time myself to go on the. We're going to measure where I kick off here. Yeah, let's say that. Let's say so it's 144.432. All right. And then that should be 20 seconds for, should be something. I feel pretty good about this one. This could be pretty good. I think we've been under 23 before with these, with the paddles. Oh, okay. Yeah, look at that. Yeah, that's it. That's definitely it right there. So that is 207,009. So, oh, I don't want to do math today. Oh, I don't want to do math. No. So let's see here. Is that, you know what? Let me just do a time calculator somewhere. Time subtraction calculator. I don't want to do math. Let's see here. Hundredths. Just, okay, whatever. So let's see here. If we want to get 23, that would be 7. Ooh, okay. So 44 plus 23, that would be 3,707,432 would be a 23. Now, that we started on 0.3, so that would be 9 would be. Okay, hold on. Well, that's 22.6? Really? Ooh, okay. Now, I think the last time we did this, we might have calculated. I think when I did 22.9, we calculated from something. I'm not good at math right now. Let's add it back in and see what happens. 6. Okay. Ah, boy. All right, hold on. Yeah, let's just do 67.009 minus 44.432. It's a 22.577. I can just use a normal calculator on this. I don't know. I'm just going insane. 22.56. Okay. Okay, I was feeling good about this. I was feeling pretty good. I had a couple good rest days. I did some running, and my arms were nice. And 22.6. Really? Now, again, we kind of fudge the numbers because I think, let me see this on here. You know what? Let me see this because this is important because we did change. I used to do the clock and then I tried to time it and I was pretty close by a tenth of a second. Let me check my other, let me check my channel. This is so interesting. I mean, it's kind of interesting to me, maybe to nobody else because, where's my own channel? God, how do I even type in my own channel? Okay. All right, let's go to search here. Let's go pull because I always put pull in these. Watch me smell a 250s pull. You know what? I actually have to open another thing that you're not seeing, and that's fine. Let me see. Pull. Find next. 23.5 is what we got last time. All right. Okay, I have to open a third file here. Never mind. No one's seeing any of this. It's fine. Because I do have some pulls here. So 20 a pull. Okay. Not to be confused with pull-ups, which is another thing I do. 23. Pull. 23.5 is what we did. Yeah, those were not good. And 22. Where's my 29s? Okay. June 17th. 250s pull 22.9, and I think I had another 22.9. Let's check that one out. And that is video, okay, that's 0757 and 0758, because I recorded the same, yeah, because I fucked that one up. I remember that one, that was fun. All right, pull. And then we did it on 0753. Okay, we will look these up later. Let's go to number 2. This is 22.6. That's just what it is, if we got it right. That's a pretty good improvement, because I don't know what I'm doing to improve, but here we go. I felt pretty good about this because on the camera roll, you can look back at it, and it wasn't to the 10th of a second, but it was like, oh, this could be under 23. This could be under 23, and I think it is. That's not touching, that is. Okay. All right, onward ho to number 2. All right, so when do I fully, when am I no longer on? Oh, that's a big jump there, by the way. We'll just count that. We'll count that. We'll count that as the start. 47.586. So that should be, 23 would be 6, so 23 would be, that would be exactly on the 10 something. Right, it would be on the 60. So okay, all right. The 110. I'm sorry. Again, I'm just awful with the numbers today. Okay, that's pretty good. It's not. It's gonna be this. So this would be 23 right here. About 23 is where it would be. So it's not 23. All right. That's a nice glide. That's a good glide. I will take that. Let's say that's, The glare, I cannot see. Just stare at it. Is that little piece a glare thing, or is it touching? All right, let's just count that. Whatever, don't care. So really it's 71. 71.074. So this is number 2. So you got to go all out on the first one, because the second one you're not gonna make. Yeah, 71.074 minus 47.586. This is a 23.488. So let's say 23.5. Number 2 is 23.5, which is respectable. I think that's the best we got some other time. So 23.6, that's getting good. Now we're going to compare what we did, the last 2 times we got a 22.9. So that's good. And again, I guess I have less hair, so that counts or something. Although the suit's getting looser and looser. I still haven't tried the new one yet. All right, let's do number 3. Enough dilly-dallying here. My hair's coming back. Isn't that amazing? Look at that. I'm getting a nice tan as well. Okay, so let's do this here. Let me decipher my foot position. Yeah, I think this is the last one here. I guess. Oh boy, this is so much fun. It is fun because it's like, I don't know. We'll just see that one. Maybe it's that one. It's not that one, but could be that one. Who knows? Whatever. So to get a 23, it would be a 23, it would be a 44.874 would be a 23. So let's zoom over here to 44. Oh boy, I think I see me. Oh boy, it's not even close. No, this is it right here. This would be 23 seconds. It's okay, we're there. We see me coming in. That's pretty good. Oh, God, the splash. We'll say that one. Maybe that one, who knows. So that is 45.53.6. So that still is under 24. I guess I'll take that. 45 21.536 minus 21.874, 23.6. All right, we'll take 23.662, so we'll say 23.7, fine. We'll round up. We will round up. All right, number 4. Let's do number 4 here. Okay. Last one. So I did 4. I think it was right at the right before the pool closed. So I got the last one in. I did about 5 minutes in between. All right, this is probably not it. Oh. Okay, the water is a little clear. Okay, that one. So that is 45.330. Oh, this was sloppy. Ugh. Look at that. It's just out of the water. Wow, that is just, what a mess. I don't even, what is this thing? Oh, that's the air bubble. That's the air bubble right here. I thought that's a paddle. The paddle's here. Look at this weird anomaly there. Yeah, that's the bubble over it. That is so crazy. Look at that. Well, that's not helping the aerodynamics at all, no. I don't know what that's about. That's definitely a hit, and that's definitely maybe. It doesn't matter. We'll do. I mean, these are, again, this is a 300ths, I think, so it doesn't really matter. But so this would be 109. So that would be 69.323. Ooh, that's 24. That's exactly 24. Right. 69.323 minus 45.330. 23.9. Oh, that's 24. We'll count that as a 24.0. Now, one more thing, and I'm not sure. Hold on. I do want to. Hold on. I do want to get. I do want to put it in the browser here. I do want to see 057. Okay. 0578 or 78, yes. All right, so this was a 22.9 a while back, and I'm going to get that on the screen. This just in, I'm an idiot. All right, it's not on the screen, so let's put, let's do this. Let's do window capture. Yes. Let's select window, this one. Perfect. Let us, oh boy. Oh boy. What the hell is going on here? Okay. So let's do that. All right, so all I want to see here is so were we still timing myself to go on the 60 here? Because, you know, if I go 0.2 of a second late, does that count, right? So, because we're counting when I kick off the wall, and if I'm a little slower here, then, you know, that's right. It's because when I looked at the same one, but I get to see. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, perfect. So let's see, right. All right, booty shot, there we go. So let's see. All right, the 59 is on 58.127. All right, let's see what's going on here. All right, the 0 is there, and let's see. Yeah, it's see, so that's the 0. So we're counting me kind of starting a bit slow there, right? Now I'm seeing, let me see, is there, okay, hold on, we can do 720p. So 59, okay, 59, 1.50, right? Yeah, it's on the 117, 1.59. That's the 0. Let's see how much of a lag there is. Yes, that's exactly. I think it's kind of a slow start. We'll see. We'll see when we, it's fine. It's probably there or even there. My foot's off. So no, that's a good start. That's a less than 2/10 of a second. That's a good start. We don't want to go too. Okay, so since we're no longer trying to I don't look at the clock on the wall anymore, and you can see in these videos it's not in there. Okay. Oh boy. You can see that you can't see the clock anymore because I don't time myself to that anymore. You know, it's just why count when I kick off the wall. But in the old ones where I had a 22.9, there is a 1/10, 2/10 of a lag there. But still, even if we say, all right, 22.9, maybe it's a 22.8, 22.7. This is a 22.577, 22.6 rounded up. So this is our new record, 22.6, 22.577 if we count from the wall. Now let's do this again because this is so fascinating to look at the same boring footage over and over again. But let's just make sure we counted everything correctly, right? All right, let's get rid of the browser. Let's go back to this. This has been, so only 16 minutes. Okay, well, you know, I can yammer on more here. So let's see. The first one we have, it was on the 22. I took my sweet time to get in the pool here. Anyways. Right. Oh, gosh, I'm retarded. Speaking of more idiocy, we could just cut the film and then see how long it is and paste it into another thing. Ugh. Oh, God, I'm so retarded. Oh, dear God. We could have just saved ourselves a lot of time there. Okay, so we're going to count. So here we said 3-7. So no, I'm counting 4-3-2. It depends on the cursor. See, that's another stupid thing. Here, see, that's the other thing is, does that count as we're not on the wall anymore at 4:05? Hold on, let me. You know what? Is there? The problem is that the frames and the specific times, it's not the same thing. Okay, it doesn't correspond, right? So, right. 399, but this is 4:2. Okay, let me zoom in here. Okay, I think we see. Is there a way to zoom in to every frame? Is this literally a frame now? Okay, good. See, as we can see, okay, so here's the first change. It is exactly 4:00 on this frame. Okay, we can zoom out a tiny bit. Okay, 4:00 is okay, 4:00. 4:01 is where it changes. All right. Now, how long does it take? How many? It should take, yes, a third. Yeah, 32, 33. Right, that makes sense. Right. So this is the kind of stuff we're dealing with. That's exactly the same one, and blah. It doesn't matter. Let's cut to the very beginning frame here, right? All right. Now, another thing we can do actually is there is a slow motion, and that's 240 parts or frames per second. The problem is it stretches it out, so you'd have to then divide by 8, and math is already very hard here, so, you know, there's that. Anyway, so 4, right. All right, let's see here. So when do we touch the wall here? I just want to make sure we got an exact or as good All right, 207. I think that was a decent finish. Well, we're sliding on the water a little bit, but that's fine. So, okay, this is obvious that it's right there somewhere. Yeah. It's between these two frames. Okay. All right, now let's cut that. Let's put that here. And this is 22.607. Now, again, depending on where you cut it exactly, but we're going to call this 22.6. It really is, yeah. I mean, again, plus, the tenths and that we can't even calculate. 22.6, it's 22.6. That's the duration of it. That's about it. So 22.6, I can honestly say from start to finish, that's a record. And the 22.9, even if we take 1.5 tenths off, maybe even 2, that would still be 22.7, right? So this is a record. And from now on, we're just going to measure it from foot off the wall to the end, right? I think that's the easiest way to do it because that's the easiest way to see what comes in, what goes out. Anyways, so that's pretty good. I'm going to count that, and 22.6, that's the new record we have. And yeah, that's it. So yeah.